Hello, my name is Muhammad Samara. What a great day today. We are heading for spring 2016. Tomorrow is gonna snow, but this is a beautiful day, beautiful time. As I drive to work, I cannot escape but to think about what is going on right now in the electorate. Donald Trump is trumping up the hate against Islam. He stated clearly that we need to go and hit the families of the terrorists. I take issue with that because the family of terrorists may or may not be terrorists. Number one. Number two, who you are calling terrorists? You're calling terrorist everyone who you say it is terrorist without any due process. I can tell you an example. You mentioned that in the country of Philippines, there were some terrorists who were executed, and this is in one of the videos that is pervasively and ubiquitously present on the web. You mentioned that there was an execution of terrorists, and this execution was exemplary execution because it was due to a bullet that was soaked with pork blood. This way, according to your YouTube available video, this way you have resolved the issue of terrorism in Philippines by executing these Muslim terrorists with bullets that are soaked with pork blood. This is your very naive way of resolving terrorism. You have called these people terrorists without us knowing who really judged them as terrorists. So you can call anyone terrorist just because you point a finger. And right now, you have asked that Muslims in the United States wear badges and be entered in the database as separate entity, Muslims, so that wherever they go, I go to the airport, for example, I wear a badge, and the airport will flip that signal, flag me, here, a Muslim, two Muslims riding the airplane. Clearly, you are now going against almost 1/3 of the human race. Yes, you learn so much about Islam and you know so much about Islam to the point that you know that pig is not a very loved animal in the mentality of Muslims. What a guy. What an educated person about Islam. I don't know if you know anything else other than this in Islam and other than saying Mecca is in the city of Iraq. You probably don't distinguish between Mecca and Raqqa. And anyway, that inflammatory attitude toward Islam is a cry for the people of the United States and the West in general to wake up on how serious this country is being derailed to what kind of abyss that the politicians are driving the country and the mentality of people into. It is a total respect of humanity. Because if I approach a religion, a faith, in a way of derogatory way, in a way of wanting to exterminate these people, that means me as a human being have rendered obsolete the thought and the dialogue. You need to dialogue with me. If you hate me, you're entitled for that. But you're talking about idea. Muslims are not a race. You knowledgeable, enlightened man, we are not a race. We are not a genetically modified or natural genetic asset. We are humans from all races, all countries. Bosnians, most of them are Muslims. They are white with blue eyes. Hello. We have Africa Muslims. We have Southeast Asia, Indo-Pakistani area. We are the world, man. Wake up. So it is an idea. Islam is an idea. What is your idea that is so compelling where Islam is legit to be killed and Muslims are legitimately executed just because you point to them as Muslims, as terrorists? I mean, like, of course, you're Muslims, you are terrorists until proven otherwise. That's where the danger of this situation. And I am appealing to the United States people, because this kind of rhetoric not only will harm Muslims, but it will harm the human component that is within us. Because if you render obsolete, if you cancel this, that means you are going to be subject, obedient to something other than this, to the power merely because of the power. And that is the synonym of dictatorship, ignorance, and medieval, when the people used to be ruled by clergy, and just because they wear hats and they were evaporating certain sense, then they are entitled to own us and to rule over us. What a backwarded time we're in. But what I am also very much appalled on how in the world this guy still is a candidate. Why America? And this is a call for everyone. Why America? You allowed this guy to be even on the ballot. Why you have allowed this guy who is clearly racist, who is clearly pro KKK, why you allowed him to run? That is an indictment for the whole people of the United States. He should not have been on the ballot. He is not even legal. His statements, if I make his statements, I would have been in jail. If I make his statements toward the Jewish people, for example, or toward the any other race, toward the white, I would be in jail. If I say it's okay to kill people because of their race and to label them because of their race or because of religion or culture, I would be in jail. So why he is not in jail? This is a call for the people of the United States. And I have a solution for you. You don't have to impeach him. You don't have to run and persecute him in any shape or way. But one thing I ask you to do, to please consider Islam as your alternate way of life. Consider to become a Muslim. I am inviting you, Muhammad Samara, to consider Islam and learn about Islam and Quran. This is the only antidote for this stupidity that is being dragged, where the whole country is being dragged to it. The solution is that for every call that he call of hate, 1 million should embrace Islam. America, turn to Islam. My name is Muhammad Samara. I approve this message. Turn to Islam by intellect, by learning. This is how you spread peace within and outside. Cheers and peace.